So welcome to my YouTube channel, N.A Cosmetics, as you could see in the background. So yeah, I am Miss N.A herself, Naomi Ahmad. That is what it stands for, my name. I wanted to create my own makeup line because it's always like been a dream of mine. Like since I was in high school, I thought, yeah, that's definitely like one of my life goals. And once I had finished studying makeup at college, I thought, you know, what's stopping me like achieving this dream? Why am I putting it like well into the future and saying it's something I can only achieve like when I'm 40 or something? So you know what, I decided to work on it for about a year and a half, and I am pretty proud of like how it is and like the level I've got it to, and I just want to keep on growing it, you know. 2019 is gonna be my year. For the N.A Cosmetics YouTube channel, I wanted to make it as like educational as possible. Like I wanted it to be a proper artistry channel. So I'm going to try and give you as much information as possible. I'm possibly going to do like a blog alongside it, just in case I've left anything out in the videos and stuff like that. And the reason I want to do this sort of educational channel, if I was to die tomorrow, that's cynical, but if I was to die tomorrow, what would I leave behind? What would be my mark on the world? And I know it sounds silly saying it's going to be a YouTube channel, but you know, it's just something that I want to look back to in a couple of years. Or my goal for 2019 is to push the brand, to grow this channel, and yeah, of course a YouTube channel, demonstrate my products obviously in the flesh. So the first look I decided to do just a nice classic black smoky eye, just because I think it's really glamorous, easy to master. Like I don't think it's particularly difficult eye look to do. And my website and social media pages are all linked below, so if you want to follow them, give them a follow, and the products that I've used as well, including my own and the other brands that I've used, will all be listed because I ain't biased, y'all. So yeah, enjoy watching this. Adios. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a MAC 252 brush with some concealer. The concealer is Collection 2000 and it's in shade 00, and I'm just going to underline the brow. Make sure they're like even on both sides. They pretty much are anyway, but you don't want one starting down there and one starting up here or something. So just use this side to help you. Make sure it's quite thick and concentrated, just below where your brow hair starts. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to drag it down a little bit and buff it, but I'm going to keep it concentrated just below where the brow hair is. So just wee dabbing motions, or tapping motions. Every time I say the word tap, it reminds me of this meme, which I'll put on the screen now. So yeah, every time I say tap, I think of that Simpson meme about tappa tappa tappa. And when I said dab, I instantly thought of, you know, the dab, but... So I'm taking the Helen E Cosmetics primer, the stage primer, I'm gonna pop that on the eyes. And the whole reason I do the concealer first is the concealer is like, not white, but it's like really pale, whereas this is more pinky toned, and I just feel that every time I do concealer in the 00 shade from Collection, it just gives me a much better lift and more of a dramatic lifting effect, which I quite like. The size hooded as well just a wee bit, so I do like quite a lift, and I do like that dramatic sort of highlight on the brow bone area. So yeah, I feel like you don't get that same sort of highlighting effect if you just use that, but that's just my personal preference. So I'm just going to get some of that on a brush and then just pop it on my eyelid. And now I'm just blending those two together with tapping motions / dabbing motions, and just blending it into my foundation slightly. I actually took this one just up a little high, but I'll sort that out when I fill in my brows, so it's fine. Just in case you're looking like, girl, that's uneven. It's like, I'll fix it later. So that's my wee eye base done. And I'm just using tapping motions just to semi-set it, just so it's not too sticky when I go in with eyeshadow. I'm taking my good old tried and true Anastasia Beverly Hills in Orange Soda because it's a really nice transition colour. And I'm just taking a random blending brush. It's quite fanned out, so you get a nice like subtle blend with it. And I'm just going to start that about in the socket line and just blend that through lightly. As I get nearer the brow bone, I reduce my pressure that I'm applying with the brush. So I'm just sort of like gently grazing the skin. There we go. So I've just done a wash of colour just with that orange soda fake Sienna from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to change my brush. It's a soft definer brush from Zoeva. And I'm just going to focus that more in the crease this time. So just like that. So I'm focusing it in the crease only, and if you open your eye you can see like that's where you're concentrating the pigment. And I'm just packing it on a little bit just to intensify it. And just with the outer edges of that sienna colour, I'm just gonna lightly buff just to blend those two together. And pretty much just go back and forth between orange soda and sienna until you're happy. There we go. Now I'm taking a smaller flat shader brush and I'm just going to get some gel eyeliner and just concentrate that just on the eyelid only, and that just acts as a base for the black to make it extra black. The gel eyeliner I'm using is from Illamasqua. And I'm just taking it just so you could see it when I open my eyes, so just about there. So just like that, just so you could see it just when you open your eye. There we go. And now I'm taking, it's an EcoTools smudger brush, which is like extremely tiny, which is really great for doing blending when it's like really intricate or like really small areas. So like blending out black, for example, you don't want to be like blending it everywhere, you just want it to be controlled. So I'm just putting some gel eyeliner just on the back of my hand and just getting the brush and just buffing it on the back of my hand with the gel eyeliner, and I'm just going to go around the edges and just blend that. And again, I've just blended that out a little bit, and now I'm going to do it even softer just to get such like a really nice gradual. I'm doing little circular motions. There you go. And I probably don't want to take the black any higher than that. Now I'm just going in with a Luxe Smoky shader, and I'm taking a black eyeshadow. I'm using Blackout from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to set it on the lid only, not on that blended outer edge. So yeah, just concentrating it on the eyelid only, not on the outer edge. There we go. And I'm taking another EcoTools brush now. This one, it's actually a highlighter brush. It's actually a really weird brush, but in a good way. So yeah, it says it's a highlighter brush, but like the actual brush itself, like about halfway through it, so just there's actually a piece of wood like halfway in the brush, which makes it really like stiff. I've never seen a brush like this, but it's really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with Sienna, and where I've not set that black gel, where I've buffed it out, I'm going to essentially set that with Sienna, and that'll just help the gradual build between the two. It's okay if that goes on the black because we could just dust that away. So yeah, I'm just packing it on just now by doing dabbing motions. Dab. Here we go, and that's you ready to go out. And now I'm just going to do circular motions again, just gently grazing the skin. It sounds quite violent, grazing the skin, gently tickling the skin, and just to blend that into the orange soda. There you go. I'm just going to go back in with some orange soda and just help blend that all together. I'm just going to go back in with black again just to intensify that. I'm just looking and I feel like the black's just a touch higher on that side, so I'm just going to mostly even them out. I'm just going to take a wipe now and just clean that edge up. Got it nice and sharp on that side. There we go, so that's my eyebrows done. I just decided to do them off camera just to make this video short and not pure like 100 years long. I'll probably in the future make a separate video just on how I do brows. Same with foundation. I'm just going to do my foundation, like the remainder of it, off camera as well, and I'll make a separate like foundation video as well. There we go, next I'm taking Collection Concealer in shade 1. which is just a touch darker than what I use for underneath the brow bone, because I'm not that pale, so this one's just a touch darker. And I'm taking that flat shader brush and I'm just going to outline outside. A buff and blending brush, this one's from Real Techniques, and just going to blend that in. Now I'm just going to take this, it's a Maybelline Lasting Dramatic Gel. It's not even gel, I don't know why it says that. It's just a eyeliner pencil for a waterline. And I'm going to pop that just in my eye. Oh, not in my eye, but on my lash line and at the top as well, just so you don't see any skin coming through. And I'm just going to take it down just in between the lashes too. And now I'm going to take Sienna just on like a pencil brush and I'm just going to buff that. Well, it's a lie, I'm not going to buff it, I'm going to pack it on first to build up some colour intensity, and then I'm going to buff it out. And I'm going to connect that all as well, just around there. What's on the bottom, what's on the top's on the bottom as well. And this is a Luxe Define Crease brush, but I'm just using it for underneath. There we go, and I'm just going to go back in with Sienna again because that orange soda's kind of covered it up. So back in with the pencil brush and I'm going in with Sienna, blending it in. And now I'm going in with the Eco Tools one, it's black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to run that just where my lash line is. And that'll just help smoke it out. That's pretty much the eyes done. My camera is actually ready to die, it's flashing at me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on some false eyelashes, do my contour, highlight, lips, and then I'll show you the finished look. There we go, so that's me done the rest of my face. The highlighter that I'm using is one of my highlighters, N.A Cosmetics. I don't know if you could see it. There you go, you can kind of see it there. This camera doesn't autofocus, so you know. I've got that on my cheekbones and I'll have a little dazzle in action for you. So this one's called Gilded Opal because it's a nice sort of golden shade. I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone that's probably about an NC40 or like over that, because it's just gonna look like white on their skin, but obviously because I'm quite pale, it works fine for me and like paler girls. But the next highlighter I'm bringing out, it's going to be a more golden toned one, which will be suitable for people of that skin tone, so don't y'all worry. Yeah, for the lips I've got on Spice lip liner and I've got Blanket. I used to wear this lip combo like all day, every day, all the time. This is actually like my third one of these in my life. Well, not life, but the last 2 years. I went through 3 of those, which is, for me, that's like a lot because I have loads of lipsticks. So yeah, this used to be my favourite lip combo, but then I kind of moved on to Modesty from MAC. And I used that for ages, but yeah, I went back to my old ways and I've got on Blanket. Because I feel like the gloss makes my lips look bigger, so yeah. So yeah, that's the finished look, and I'll do some close-ups. I'm going to show you some like alternative things you could do to make it even more extra, but if you wanted to stop here, I'll show you what the finished look is like. I'm not really all about that life where like people sit in pose for like 5 hours, but yeah, you kind of get the gist of how it looks. But yeah, now I'm going to show y'all how to make it a bit extra, because if you haven't noticed already, I kind of live for the extra vibes, you know. So with this smoky dark eye, you can either go for a nice inner corner highlight just to brighten up your eyes and give it a bit of sparkle. So you know, I'm going to use one of my pigments. I'm probably going to use Goddess, and I'll show you her in a second. There you go, so this is Goddess just here. So this is the wee jar. Give you a wee show and tell. So this is the jar, and it's got a nice metallic logo sticker on it. You get about maybe 2 to 3 grams. It's a 5 gram jar, but obviously the weight that it holds is about, yeah, 2 to 3 grams, yeah. And this shade's called Goddess. So yeah, the reason behind me calling this eyeshadow Goddess is because I wanted to create like an eyeshadow. It was a mix of Medusa and Athena, and if you put those names together, Athusa or something like that. Obviously Athena is blonde and Medusa is obviously like a green bitch, you know, a green monster. So this is like a blonde sort of gold, so it's a light gold and it's got green sparkles. So yeah, the more you know. That is why it's called Goddess. That's the story behind this one. But I'll stop chewing your ear off and I'll show you what she looks like. Hopefully I don't spill it everywhere, but you know, I'll probably take one on my iPhone because I'm kind of scared about dropping it. But it's a beaut shade. I'm going to add a bit of Goddess just in the inner corner because I live for the extra life. So because Goddess is quite a glittery shade, I'd recommend probably using a glitter glue just to help intensify it. But you could use primer, and you could also use like a spritz spray, like something like Max Fix Plus or like Revlon's spray, because that's a bit more affordable, because I do that most of the time. I'm just being extra and I'm going to use a glitter glue shade just to see if it makes it a bit brighter. But usually I just use like a water-based spray. But yeah, I'm using Line Crime's glitter glue, and I'm just using a, whatever you call that, a pencil brush. So I'm just popping some on the back of my hand. So what I'm going to do is pop on some of this primer's glitter glue stuff and then pop the pigment over it. But yeah, Goddess, it's like, it does have green in it, but don't like be intimidated by it. It's not like an overpowering green, it's really subtle. Because yeah, I'm not really about the ogre life myself, so I didn't want it to be too green. So yeah, just put some white gunk in your eye like that, like you have sleepy eye or whatever that's called. And I'm just going to pick up some pigment with the brush, tap off the excess just so the sides don't go everywhere type thing. Press that into your eyeball. Yes! I'm obviously going to tidy up like the wee bit of fallout, buff that away. And yeah, this is just one step to make your life a wee bit more extra. Because you know, I'm all about that life. So yeah, already I think that looks cute. A little cuter. So I'm going to do this to the other side. So that's it in both inner corners. So yeah, again, you could totally stop here. Yeah, so you could stop here. But again, I'm all about that extra life. So now we're going to go back in with that black gel and just pop some on the lid, and I'm going to pop some golden Lunar Eclipse gold eyeshadow on top of it because, you know, I am just never finished. I am never satisfied. So, yes. And it's like really, it appears really dark, but then when you like pop it on the skin, it's like really golden and it's like a sort of rusty old gold colour. This shade was originally going to be called Black Magic because originally the mix that I made was a lot darker, but I wasn't really much of a fan of it, and I added more gold through it, so this is why I changed it to Golden Lunar Eclipse, because it's like a dark gold essentially. I'm going to pop some gel eyeliner on. There we go, I've popped some gel eyeliner on. I never actually showed you what it looked like, but yeah. And I'm just going to go in with some of this gold colour. Hopefully I don't get a lot of fallout. Yes. And I'm just going to concentrate that just on the lid. So yeah, if you're wanting to just make the eye look a little bit more extra, boom. So yeah, I'm actually not going to do it to the other eye because I'm just going to take photos of it like this and then like this. There you go. So this is the finished look. As I said, this side's slightly more extra than this one because I'm going to take photos of both sides just for like a variation. This is using a little bit of Goddess in the inner corner and some Golden Lunar Eclipse. But yeah, I just thought like a black sort of smoky eye is just such a classic look. It's a dead glamorous look. It's pretty easy to master, as you can put it. And I really like this one because I fucking do right now. And I'm gonna eat shite. I'm just popping that on the brush. No, I'm not. This is the wrong brush. Ignore me. Orange soda. Which makes it really like stiff in a good way as well. I'm joking. Obviously. Coming for you. So oh shit, bitch. Woo. Okay, I'll keep this PG. But find a palette, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, girl, stay tuned. Stay tuned and be blinded. Ah, shit. But yeah. Wow. Amazing. This will be like in the bloopers, but yeah. Drop the brush. What I want to look back to